Ball. We'll talk about news, rumors, and game recaps. So whether you're a diehard fan or just getting started with the team, this is the podcast for you. Here's your host, Craig Borden, with co-hosts Jason Lyons and me, Ken Alfred. You're listening to the Jay Bird Watching Podcast.
Good afternoon, everybody. As you can see, I'm a little hung up. I got a shoulder surgery the last few days. Thankfully, I'm feeling a lot better and things are going in the right direction. And I only have so many hours that I'm allowed to be out of the sling at the moment. So here we are having our first pack opening post my surgery. I'm going to Houdini my way out of this just so I can breathe a little bit. And we're going to get to this wonderful pack of cards here. So, like I said, thankfully, feeling better and we're going to move in the right direction here. So to do this today, I had to make sure that I got my wife to actually, funny enough, pre-open this pack for me a little bit. I've not looked at it. She just went in and tore the cards open just a little bit open for the packs so that I could get into them. And we're going to go from there. But like I said, today we are going to be opening up some more of the top Stadium Club set that we're perfectly trying to get to. And we're going to first dive in here and see if we can find that card that comes in the box and see who we get. And we're going to get a Riley Green rookie card with one of these awesome master photos. So that is still a really, really cool piece of what's coming in these top Stadium Club cards. So I think that's really cool. We'll put that right automatically up on the top shelf there next to our wonderful new QR codes. And we're going to start having some contests and stuff here on the show that for our TikTok account. We actually have some of these new wonderful coasters that might be heading to a bar near you with our QR code on it. And so make sure you look out for those as far as your Blue Jay fandom goes. So we're going to see, like I said, what we get into this evening or / afternoon / whatever the hell time it is now that we have wonderful with daylight savings time and all that kind of good stuff. So as I try to do my best lefty impression here, we're going to have a really good card right off the bat underneath this Will Smith celebration card. Really, really cool. Then we're going to go right into what looks like a wonderful this is one of the Virtues of Velocity cards. That is really, really cool. We got Rafael Devers. I'm not a biggest, Red Sox fan of all, but as you look at that, that is just a really cool cards. I love these Virtues of Velocity cards. 114 mile an hour hit. I had that one right to the top shelf as we go through these two, and I'm going to have to hurry up and remember that my right arm doesn't work. We're going to get into, that's a cool one, as much as I do not want to admit. That is an Aaron Judge top Stadium Club Chrome. So that's the higher end parts. One of the insert cards, there's only like 100 of them out of the 200 and 300 cards in the set that actually go to that. I'm going to start with 3 top shelves right out of the first 4 cards. So that's really cool. I'm going to get to a Yordan Alvarez celebrating a home run. Very, very cool card too. And then we have the reigning home run champion in Matt Olson. That is a very cool card. Getting ready for opening day, obviously, as he debuted with them last year. So we're going to throw those couple cards right into the top. We're going to keep them all separated here for who's who. And if you're following around on Instagram, make sure you can actually see all the cards as we're pulling them here are on the shelf as I'll putting it out. And we got Mad Max in a Mets uniform. That lasted a whole 5 minutes last season, just to keep it interesting. So Mad Max making his way into the fun here. We're going to have another Austin Riley. We got him last week, but that was our last pack opening. But in the midst of this, we also got the top Stadium Club foil of that last one, too. So that's a really cool card. And then we're going to go back to one of the coolest pitchers of all time, as much as I don't like saying it, Greg Maddux. If you haven't seen the meme of somebody painting his house, said somebody paid Greg Maddux to paint my house, and he only did nothing but paint the corners, is the meme. So it was this blue paint on the end of the White House. It was kind of fun. We're going to put that in our veteran box there. And then we're going to go right to the veteran of all veterans in Babe Ruth driving what looks like a 38 Ford. This is the fun part about these top Stadium Club cards. You get some really cool things like that, and that is just a really, really cool card. I'm going to keep that one there. And then we're going to get to I don't think that's an insert, but that is a Juan Soto that it looks oddly black and white in the background, but I think that's just the weird photo. It's not one of the actual photo negative ones that they actually do have, but that is a really cool card. It's really fun to watch the Blue Jays guys strike him out the other day. Kevin Gossman made him look a little funny. I think he was the one that was on the mound just to keep it fun. Spring training is nothing but fun. That's the whole point of spring training baseball. Speaking of somebody that had a really good outing the other day, Zach Wheeler looked pretty good for the Phillies. And we're going to have another insert card here. And it looks like, oh, this is one of the die cut cards. A triumvirate Aaron Judge card. That is wicked cool. I love these die cut cards now. They're starting to bring those back a little bit. They did not have those for a long time, as we put another card here up on the top shelf as a really, really cool find. We're going to put that right up next to the phone here, right next to the Virtual Velocity card. Then we're going to go back to some commons with Andrew Benintendi, who was almost a Blue Jay the last couple of years. And then now former Blue Jay, Matt frickin' Chapman, now going to be playing with the San Francisco Giants. I don't know if anybody's been following the flip side of that whole equation, but he is made it so that JD Davis is actually obsolete for that team and apparently waived him. So JD Martinez might actually be a guy, or not JD Martinez, JD Davis, third baseman, might be somebody the Blue Jays had to take a look at as we take a look here at the one of the best second basemen of all time in Ryan Sandberg. Very, very cool card. We're going to put him right here with the Greg Maddoxes and the Babe Ruth. We're going to let him take over Babe Ruth because of the slant card. A few more packs to go, gang. I'm watching the chat. If anybody wants to submit anything for questions and anything like that, please feel free to drive into that. I saw somebody was trying to quote unquote steal the chat. There's the man himself, Ronald Acuna Jr., and reigning National League MVP. I think it's been funny that I've been hearing people comparing him to well, Ricky Henderson lately. I'm sorry to say, there is not many ways you can compare anybody to Ricky Henderson. It's as Ricky as Ricky. So apparently now we're just going to go right to the top shelf of all the top shelves. We have a Ken Griffey Jr. card coming up, and I'm just going to reveal this one to the camera, and that is so freaking cool. Another one of these triumvirate cards, Ken Griffey Jr. Oh, that is just wicked. You're talking about the card of all cards to have. Ken Griffey Jr. being the epitome of what you can get in a baseball card pack for years. Brandon Woodruff, another great card. Another Paul Goldschmidt, and we got the Chicken Man again here in Wade Boggs. So that is really cool. Always love the Wade Boggs. And if you guys missed the show a couple weeks ago when I was talking about why he's called the Chicken Man, it was his baseball ritual. Before every game, he ate chicken, and specifically lemon chicken. It was in a cookbook that he actually literally wrote a million ways to cook chicken or something like that. Trevor Story, guy that might ever actually play for the Boston Red Sox. Oh, we got a red foil finally. Haven't seen any of those, and that's a good one to get. Logan Webb, Giants hurler, who has been obviously very, very well. So that's one of our first red card of the day. Then we're going to get World Series champion with the one of the many wild card teams for the Miami Marlins. That Dontrell Willis, really cool card with him celebrating there. Put that with the Greg Maddox. Jonathan Heredia, rookie card for the San Diego Padres. It's a really cool action shot of him sliding into home. So it's a rookie card, but we'll put that there. And then, oh, look at that. Mr. Even Year himself, Buster Posey. It's really weird that those San Francisco Giants teams won every even year for a few years in a row there. And obviously Buster Posey being the key part of that core to shape that team. Okay. Stan the Man Musial. Musial being the one of the best St. Louis Cardinal players of all time. We actually got this card in a red foil a few weeks ago. Really cool card to have. And then we're going to get a photo negative here. And see how that is like, they call it a Sephora card of Mike Yastrzemski. So that is a really cool card. I believe grandson of Carl Yastrzemski. who is obviously one of the best players of baseball history. And we're going to get Jeff Brown paper bag. Well, if you want to go back to the baseball tonight isms that are, plentiful. And finally, we've been looking for this card for a while. He's been part of the hunt. Julio Rodriguez, one of the more enticing young players in Major League Baseball. Really cool to see him. And then we got Joe Smith to round out the rookie cards here for the Texas Rangers. So we got 2 packs left, everybody. Hope everybody's having a wonderful spring training day. Blue Jays, unfortunately, not on broadcast this afternoon, which irked me a little bit, especially when I wanted to see Kikuchi play. Oh, there's a cool picture. I love Dave Winfield. And how do you not love a man with a smile like that? Clearly, somebody told a really, really good joke. I love Dave Winfield, and it was great to see him be the elder statesman of the Toronto Blue Jays the year we won our first World Series. And then we're going to have a very cool rookie card here with Liover Pagoro, closer for the Pittsburgh Pirates, but this is a red foil card, so that's a nice little perk to it. Then we got the man, Willie Mays. I'm not talking Willie Mays Hayes from the Major League movies. We got Willie Mays, another cool card. Another one that we've been kind of hoping to get. It's a really cool card of Jazz Chisholm popping a home run. Really, really solid hit. I love those throwback jerseys that they have too. It's always interesting. And then Salvador Perez with a diving stop too. Funny enough, looks like Austin Meadows got him. Really, really cool. So let's get this last pack going, and then I get to tell you all the wonderful things that we have coming on the show and what we've had on the show in the last few weeks. Got a rookie card for James Outman for the Dodgers. Ooh, we're going to upgrade that Greg Maddux that we got earlier. Now we have a red foil to go with it. Really cool. And then we're going to have the Yandy Molina, last actual series card, obviously, as he's, now retired. We get to put him in that veteran category right now. Adolis Garcia with clearly a walk-off win home run there. Wow, can almost talk. And then we're going to get the Aaron Judge card to go with the Chrome that we got earlier. So there is the last card in the deck, everybody. So that was a pretty nice haul. I'm actually very impressed. I have loved these Top Stadium Club 2023s so far, and I'm only looking forward that much more to the next ones. But as I try to twist this around so everybody can see me, because like I said, I just got a couple of things I want to talk about while we're ending up the pack thing here a little bit as I finagle my arm back into my sling here. And so Blue Jays fans, as you've been on the show and looking around, and I'm obviously enjoying some baseball card pack openings with us here, which we're going to keep doing now that I'm back in business a little bit. We have some other things coming. Like I said, other than the fact that we had the mayor of Dunedin on this past week on the show, please go check out that as you want to get a really cool look into what has happened in the project to keep the Toronto Blue Jays in Dunedin, Florida for the spring training. It was a really, really cool look behind the curtain. I would highly recommend taking a look at that episode. It was a lot of fun for both of us. And we got some great inside stories of what happens behind the curtain a little bit there with the Blue Jays management and Ross Atkins and Shapiro and everybody from the mayor of Dunedin. It was a really fun time having Mo Freeney on our show last week. This week, obviously, we're going to be back in business a little bit normal and talk some Blue Jays baseball tomorrow at 7 o'clock Eastern time at our normal Monday window. And then, like I said, we're going to try growing some stuff here on the TikTok, and we have some wonderful plans for how we're going to do that. So if you have not gotten over to our TikTok account at BirdwatchingGC, please do that. Get over there and sign up and make sure you give us a follow, because what we're going to start doing is actually just giving out prizes to people that follow us to grow our account so we can get to the live part and get this actually on the same platform as I'm dealing with 2 screens here so we can talk to y'all more efficiently here on the barroom chat. That is the Jay Bird Watching podcast. We got our little prize wheel going on here. I know you people here on TikTok, it's right over my shoulder. I'm going to try not to junk the thing around. But we're going to start giving out prizes, and I don't know if you're all noticing yet, but there are baseball cards on there, baseballs, meaning I'm going to start giving out some of these 3D printed things that I have behind me that are Blue Jays merch. Nice and free. Give us a follow. We're going to start having a weekly winner, and I'll start mailing these things out to people. Obviously, that's going to be exclusive to our Canadian listeners and our American listeners. It's unfortunately way too expensive. I'm sorry, our friends across the pond that are our UK Blue Jays fans. I will promise I find a way to get you guys some better stuff across the pond there too. But right now, I unfortunately don't have the budget for it. So, Blue Jays fans, make sure you listen in every Monday evening at 7 o'clock Eastern to our live show, and then catch us on these live shows and all our silly TikTok and Instagram stuff between now and then. Until then, typical everybody, let's go Blue Jays.